Why would you not want to train like that? Because when you actually are in a competitive environment, your skills are only going to be further enhanced because you're learning to fight someone that can fight.
I'll check it out too, just because I'm interested in this sort of thing, the history of martial arts, just from like an academic standpoint.
Yeah, it's a great book. It really is. I mean, I call myself more of a martial art
Historian.
Nowadays I refer to myself as a martial artist. I don't like being pigeonholed as people saying, "Oh, you're that Wing Chun guy." I'm not really a Wing Chun guy because I train so many different martial arts anyway that I couldn't possibly be. I mean, I am in the soul of me, yes, and I love Wing Chun. Don't get me wrong. I'm a little disenchanted with the community because I think the community is going the wrong way. I genuinely think they're regressing. They're going backwards. And they're holding on to something where the rest of the world, martial arts world, that is slowly evolving. And I think in the community it's not, and I think that's very dangerous. And it's a great art, and it has a lot of applicability, but I think it's lost its way now. I mean, even karate. Have you seen Karate Combat?
I have, and I like what I see from Karate Combat. There are things that I like about it, some things I dislike. But I like what I see more so than what they showed in the Olympics. Did you see the karate sparring from the Olympics? I think it was last year.
I didn't know, but was that very sort of bouncy, wasn't it? Touch. Was that the one?
It was there was sparring in the karate in the Olympics for karate, and one of it was illegal contact. So the person,
I remember that. Yes.
And so the person that lost, that got knocked out, is the winner of the match because the opponent threw the head kick. It wasn't. I don't even think it was a head kick. I think the guy leaned forward, got kicked in the face, and then the one that threw the kick got disqualified. And so for me,
I remember that. I was rolling my eyes. I was thinking, that's just unbelievable. I mean, it goes completely against. It's so counterintuitive to what we do. But I mean, the reason why I mentioned Karate Combat is, I mean, it's interesting. I mean, I'd like to hear from traditional karatekas on their opinion of it. But for me, I find it a brilliant format as someone that doesn't do karate, because watching them compete, the competition, the actual competition, shows a level of evolution. Because you've got the raise, because they fight in a pit, don't they? So they have the raise, and then they've got a little bit of ground fighting as well, where they can fight for a couple of seconds off the back and stuff like that. They've got pickups and throws. For me, that shows a level of evolution that extends from the traditional art, which is great. I think that's fantastic. I'm really excited by that. But
it is a good format.
Sadly, I can't see that in Wing Chun. You cannot see, because the vast majority are traditionalists, and they would all say, no, we can't do that, because as soon as you do that, it becomes a sport. And because it becomes a sport, it loses efficacy. Well, it doesn't lose efficacy. It just gives you another level, another edge. You can still have refined all the traditional aspects, as they've done with keeping karate traditional, but having that output of the Karate Combat. I just don't understand the mindset. Why would you want to not train like that? Because when you actually are in a competitive environment, your skills are only going to be further enhanced because you're learning to fight someone that can fight. And that's the difference. If you're learning to fight someone that can't fight, then most things that you can do are going to win. We know that two people that don't know how to fight, the person that's more aggressive is going to win anyway. So let alone, and that's a serious factor. So if we've got someone that I've got a skill on Wing Chun, for example, I'm fighting someone that doesn't know how to fight, well, I stand a good chance as long as I'm just hyper aggressive.